we have a new announcement for you guys. We wanted to let you guys know that Kevin and I have come up with a name for our new and up and coming podcast, our joint venture. The new podcast will be called the Neighborhood Podcast. So we're still working on a timetable for when the logo is going to be released, but I imagine it'll probably be sometime within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Maybe by the end of the month, we'll probably have it ready to go. But it is going to be the Neighborhood Podcast from here on out. Kev, um, you and I have discussed this privately for the last couple of weeks or so. Just kind of I want you to give your thoughts about this venture that we're to go on from this point forward.
Well, first of all, as I always say, I appreciate you for doing the podcast with me. It's not easy with our schedules and whatnot, but we make do. Um, to the point of the actual name of the podcast, Kyle and I actually come from two different places, as you probably have heard. I'm from the Bronx. Kyle's from Enfield, Connecticut. So, I mean, we both come from totally different worlds, but at the same time, very similar worlds. We became friends here in Fort Myers when I moved here after Kyle. And it kind of assimilated from that point, like our friendship, our point of view, our interest in sports, our views on life. I mean, it just, this name makes the most sense because Kyle was the home field podcast, his home field, Connecticut Enfield. I was the 104.6 at one podcast. That was the zip code of my old hometown. So I just felt like we both felt like the neighborhood kind of like collaborated both of our hoods, the places we grew up, and assimilated this podcast and brought us together. So, I mean, I'm excited. I love it. I think it flows perfectly. The logo is TBD. We do need to officially kind of come out with that, amongst ourselves again privately. But we are working on it. Shout out to my girlfriend who said voluntarily that she will uh, go out and make it for us like she did my own. It's going to be a great adventure to kind of, put all of our ideas kind of culminated together and see what we come up with. But I couldn't be happier and couldn't be more excited to start this journey, my boy.
Yeah, and I think at this point, it was bound to happen. We've been talking about this for several weeks, if not months, about this venture coming together. And I think by and large, I think just the viewers that we have in our audience definitely like the back and forth dialogue that we have, and it's definitely entertaining for me. I know it is for you, and I imagine it's the same for our listeners and our watchers on YouTube and whoever listens to it on Spotify or wherever you listen to podcast. And I think going forward, it'll just be great. I look forward to it. It's going to be fun. It doesn't matter what topic we get into, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, it doesn't matter. It'll just be fun. I've enjoyed doing the podcast collaborations with you over these past few months, and there will definitely be more to come within, for the foreseeable future, as far as I'm concerned.